Hi, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going before I leave the house. Going on a trip, and reading this map's a little bit confusing sometimes. And hey, what about trying to fold these things up, right? Who needs maps? These days we have GPS systems. We don't need to worry about maps. So all I have to do is set my GPS, tell it where I'm going, and we're ready to go. Alright, so here we go. Having a GPS system is kind of nice. And it tells you where to turn, what exit to get off of, and if you get lost, well, it just redirects you, helps you to get back on track again. For those who are directionally challenged and can't get to the grocery store, well, this can be a real lifesaver.
After 1/4 mile, turn left.
Last year we took a trip to Disney World. It was our first trip with a GPS system. Kind of nice, in case you get lost or have problems. Everything was fine except that we left pretty late. Some unforeseen problems. By the time we got to Orlando, it was 1:30 in the morning. And we got into some really hairy traffic because there was a lot of construction going on in Orlando that we didn't know anything about. Of course, the GPS unit didn't know anything about it either. It kept telling us to get off at this exit. Well, when we couldn't get off at that exit because it was blocked by barrels or barricades, it would tell us to get off at the next exit. But it was nighttime, it was dangerous, I couldn't tell what was open and what wasn't open. And so we just kept going down the freeway and it kept trying to tell us, get off at this exit, get off at this exit. It kept recalculating and trying to find another way to get there.
Turn right, then turn right.
It was kind of nice having the GPS system there to tell us which way to go. The only problem is, the GPS system couldn't help us if we really got into trouble. What if I did get off at that exit, and then I got stuck or had an accident or went into a ditch or something? What's the GPS going to do then? Recalculate? There are some ways in which God is kind of like a GPS system. I mean, He does give us guidance, He shows us which direction to go and what path to travel in our life. And that's wonderful. But let's be honest, there are times when God leads us down pathways that really seem dangerous. And sometimes we even get into sticky situations or trouble. We don't know which way to go, we don't know how to make it out of that. Whereas the GPS system couldn't help us out if we got into trouble, God can. And that's the primary difference. While God might lead us in dangerous places, He says He'll never leave us. He'll never forsake us. He'll always be there to help us. He has the power and He has the ability to help us out of any sticky situation, no matter how difficult it gets, no matter how dangerous it seems. God is always there. And since He's all-powerful, He can help us out of any situation we get into.
Right turn ahead.
It's good to know that God is there for us. It's good to know that He can help us if we get into a bad situation. It's good to know that God can help us navigate the course of life.
You have reached your destination.